Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 7 of my von Carstein playthrough. Isabella. We started as Isabella. This, of course, is Vlad, and this is the Patreon early access campaign. So, of course, at the end of every episode, the Patreons can vote on a particular thing that I have decided, because I am the one playing the game and making the videos. That is why I get to decide. It's not fair, but there we go. Okay, so last time it was do we want to just, are we going to go in raw with Vlad and just take on Karakadrin? Are we going to go for bony sphincters though? Are we going to do that, or are we just going to go somewhere else? And it looks like most of the Patreons really wanted those bony sphincters. Now, there's probably two types of people at the moment. One who's going fair play, and two that's going, what the fuck are you talking about, bony sphincters? That sounds weird even for you. Don't worry, you'll see. So we're going to build some siege towers.
Massacre them.
Exactly. Well, hopefully anyway. If other, I mean, there are more dwarves over here, so we'll see how that goes. Whoop, whoop. Mostly just dwarven warriors, so that's fine. Isabella's been keeping Stirland under control, so we've got that, and she's there with all the single ladies, some of which have ranked up. So we're going to go wild-eyed. That's right, we've got some wild-eyed single ladies. Lucky boys. Oh, almost missed Amy Winehouse. That, oh no, immortality. Can I fucking use that? Right, work bad. Let's upgrade you to rank 3. Obviously, we can get some defenses there. That'll make that. But now, we could go on the attack, but it does look like Wissenland are sort of all over the place. So we need to get defenses up first. Once we've got defenses, then we can consider potentially invading and knocking them out. We're doing okay. Castle Drakenar's doing okay, but we do need to save our pennies so we can get the vampire crypts. Now, one thing I'm terrible at is saving my pennies. I'm not going to lie. I will instantly forget that I am trying to save money, and I will spend it on stuff that I don't need. Because that's the kind of YouTuber you're watching. Sorry. Oh, we've got a Banshee. Recruit at Schwarzhafen. Okay. Oh, there she is. Silvana Lischberg. Good to know. Right. I'm going to bring you up here because I want to see what them dwarfs is up to. So you're going to go over there, keep an eye on those boys, and we're going to save. No, we're not actually making an awful lot of money at the moment. So I could fight the Borderlands, the Border Princes even.
You come bearing arms. Is it war?
Well, I mean, maybe. So, shit, do the Pirates of Sartosa have all that? They can't fucking do, can they? They can't have all of that. It must Karak Hearn? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, they don't know many factions. I mean, I guess this is Orcs. The Border Princes don't have much stuff. We could actually just go down and bop them. Just like, because I guess who are they?
Your man gods and dubious masters have no place here.
Okay. You are getting on with those lads, though. I mean, you're not allied with them or anything, so we could, like, swoop down here, declare... Let's fuck it. Go for it. Anything there? No, Averheim, completely undefended. Bop. There we go. And lovely little sacking. Lady Gargoyle's picked up a crone. Nice bit of an entourage for Lady Gargoyle there, and we can pop out. Of course, everyone's fucking leveled up. Oh, this is the worst bit. I don't. Okay, Arcane Conduit. There you go. Have that. Lady Gaga is going to be in. I don't know. She's going to tenacity. Sure, Lady Gaga needs tenacity. Beyonce, obviously tenacity. That's an obvious one. Madonna. Wild-eyed. Sure, why not? That's fine. Adele. Should be the only song I know Adele's done is Rolling in the Deep. That's the only one I know. So that's the only joke I can ever. Wild-eyed. She's rolling in the deep with what? Wild. Oh god. Tenacity. Sure, for Alicia Keys. Absolutely. There we go. And that's given us a little bit of income, which is very, very nice. We're building our bony sphincters, so that's going to help. You've already moved. Do we have anything else to do? No, I'm not going to spend my money because I will do it. It keeps taunting me. It's like, do you want to spend some money? No, I do not. Let's just check. What else? Our public order is good all over. We're taxing everything. Eastern Sylvania is making 4K, 4 big ones. Right, we need 1,000 monies for the vampire crypts. Why do they cost less? Are you a buildy person? Nope, you're perceptive. Okay, I'm sure they cost more last time, but maybe I was just making it up. Never mind. Okay, no, we're not going to build anything. We're just going to end the turn. We're going to build our bony sphincters. And I'm going to do a little bit of sacking of the border princes because I feel like it. We've got infiltrate noble houses. And we failed that mission apparently, which I'm not too bothered about. Okay, so tech-wise... Alright, Vlad, chill the fuck out, mates. Oh, there's a little army there. I think we can just bop them. Yeah, there we go. Fucking sack. Oh, Power Stone. That's actually quite useful. And a students. As someone pointed out, I mean, there's a whole bunch of single ladies here. Of course they're students. It's always worth a punt, isn't it? Okay, let's go for tenacity. For whoever the fuck that was. I wasn't paying attention. That's fucking useful. As per usual. Oh dear. What have you got? Nothing. So, I have a potion of speed. A wand of jets? Sure. Have a wand of jet. I mean, I've not given out... Have a power stone. There you go. Anything else? An amber... Oh, we've got lots of power stones. Holy shit. Multiple power stones. There we go. I mean, I don't know how much winds of magic we can have. A scroll of power. Maybe. It's a scroll of shield. I mean, a scroll of shielding might not be the worst thing. So let's grab one of those things. Do we actually have... We've got loads of magic items, but nothing else. Casting items. I guess you can have a speed of Lycos. This is what Srick in my Carsteins campaign needs. Because he's having a rough old time, this poor Srick. But, you know, it's fine. That's fine. Right. I want more... yes, recruit rank for our vampires. And then more income. Basically, I'm going to concentrate on the Limian Book of Blood. Because I think getting our infrastructure up very, very strong. Next turn, we can attack with our bony sphincters. Perfect. And we're just going to save. Look at that. Saving the monies like a boss. Oh. Oh, Ungrim's come back. Has he? I see. Well, I guess... Oh, dear. I was one turn away from bony sphinx. Basically, the siege towers of the undead look like they have bony sphincters. If we ever get... I'll show you. I'll show you, but it's really fucking weird. Ungrim's turned up. Fucking one turn to go, and he rocked up. Oh, I was worried about that. Never mind. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pull back. But we're going to then lay a little ambush. And hope we don't die. I'm just going to keep hitting this. 69 sacking income. The sexiest of sacking income amounts, of course. And that's going to level us up, which is, of course, quite useful, because that means we can get all the good stuff. Let's go with... Now, Isabella... I think you need more melee defense. Personally. And we're going to go with more damage, I think. Because that will then let us... That was not the right... That doesn't matter. Basically, they've got very high attack. So if we give them more weapon strength, then they can kill more people. And also it makes it easier to do the same skill for the same person rather than having to look up and down the skill tree and work out what they don't have and do have. So there we go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. The cost of that has gone down again. I don't know why. Apparently. Oh, maybe it's because Vlad is in the... And he's a builder, isn't he? He's like Bob the Builder. Except Bob the Builder very rarely rips people's throats out. There was that one episode, but you know, every series kind of jumps the shark eventually, don't they? So we're just going to not worry about that. I'm hoping maybe the Border Princes will send an army to try and save Aberheim, and then I can, you know, fucking bop them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Run! Run, Vlad! Run! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least we've got the garrison now. That's something. Oh, not again, Vlad. Not again. Oh, Vlad, not again. I know what people are going to think. Or say. They're going to be thinking and saying, this is exactly what happened last time to Vlad. You left him in an ambush stance too close to the enemy armies, and they jumped you. And yes. Alright, yes, that's what's happened. But, in my defense, I honestly thought I had something then. I thought going into that sentence, something would come to me, but it hasn't. Never mind. Anyway, so, okay, we're charging down into the dwarf forces. Now, the main issue here is going to be these fucking giant slayers. Because Ungrim has this really nasty effect, whereby any of his slayer units will not lose any... So, the entities in the unit, so the dwarves in the unit, will not die until the entire unit has lost 50% of its hit points. Which means until it loses 50% of its hit points, this little regiment here is going to be doling out as much damage as it would at full health. That's a bit of a problem for us. Because really, we need to grind down the dwarves. Now, they outnumber us, so that's already going to be tricky. And then you've got dwarves that won't, literally just won't fucking die. So... okay, well, it's fine, never mind. Anyway, okay, so we've got the Blood Knights and also our Black Knights charging in. They're going to be of limited use because they're not armor... well, some of them are armor piercing. No, they're not. Even the Blood Knights aren't armor piercing. We're going to give the Slayers the slip and charge straight into the Quarrelers over here. It's going to do some good damage. Yes, looks pretty good. Going to try and wipe them out before the Slayers arrive on the scene. Meanwhile, we've got our Black Knights charging to the rear of those doors because he's doing basically no damage. And of course, they're now going to turn around and start chopping. Now you can see we're so that we are being hacked to fucking pieces. The Mortis engine is also taking a lot of fire. The AI does concentrate fire on it from time to time, and it does go down very quickly under heavy sustained fire. Now, we are going to be draining down the health of these units, but it's going to take quite a long time to I think in the centre here we're kind of doing okay, but our flanks are very quickly disappearing. Even where we've got our big hard-hitting units like the Vargeists, they're just not killing dwarves fast enough. If we had some Winds of Death or something, we might be okay. Also, Ungrim is an absolute nightmare to deal with. He's unbreakable, for one. Now, unbreakable is a double-edged sword, but when it's in the hands of the AI, it's a real problem. Because you really want to deal with an enemy army as efficiently as possible. And the best way to do that is to break them and make them run away. Now, when your units are unbreakable, the likelihood is they might get caught and killed, and that slows down any kind of attack you can do, because you need to then re-recruit more units. With the AI, it just means they can do more fucking damage to you. So, Ungrim, absolute fucking nightmare. In fact, and this is spoilers, because of course, this is the replay of the battle, so I already know what's going to happen further on in the episode. Ungrim is going to fuck me off this entire episode, so enjoy that. So, Vlad is not killing... I keep telling Vlad to kill Ungrim, and he's like, I'm busy with dwarves! He's kicking dwarves in the head. He's not doing much damage, is he? And there's a runesmith here who's cheering on his lads. Come on, Vlad, kill someone. Oh, Christ. He hasn't actually killed... He's killed 12 people. Alright, he just managed to kick a dwarf's head off, I think. Or just away? Who knows? I think he just kicked... Oh, fucking... Okay, yeah, our forces are very quickly disappearing. Our left flank is being overwhelmed by giant slayers. You can see these buggers have basically... They still haven't lost anyone in their unit because their health has yet to drop below 50%. And until that happens, and of course the main issue here is that any unit that's damaged after the battle will heal fully. So what that means is that if you have, say, a unit of 100 dwarves, and the dwarves each take 99% damage, so that means the entire unit's health pool would drop down to 99% of its maximum. So they'd have 1% health left. So each entity in that unit was still alive, but they'd all had 1% health. At the end of the battle, that unit has full health because they didn't lose anyone. Only dead entities count at the end of the battle. Everyone else gets healed to maximum. And we just lost our Mortis engine. That's not good. Yeah, it's absolute carnage. It's absolute carnage. Ungrim is still running around, causing me no end of troubles. My army is all disintegrating. Vlad's is not going to last much longer. It's a fucking nightmare. Ungrim's still alive. My black coach. God, the black coaches are awful. We're going to charge into some dwarves as like a fuck you, beep beep. I mean, you know, it does some damage, but not really enough. And then we come charging back into the Slayers, and that does basically nothing. So, we're going to need a new Vlad. One with an untwistable stomach. Yeah, I was a little bit worried about that. The thing is, Ungrim's Slayers are just insane. Okay, I'm going to need to get Izzy back, because she's going to have to go and deal with those dwarves, unfortunately. There's no one else that can do it. Vlad just doesn't have the army. I'm actually surprised they didn't push forward. Maybe they couldn't. Okay, can we block your army? Okay, that's something. I guess that means we're safe for the moment. Right. Okay. Okay, bloodlines. Who did we have last time? Was it Emma? Oh yes, Emma Bunton. Okay, Emma, you're back. You're back in the fights. You know, due to necessity, really. I'd like to say that there's a greater reason, but there's not. Let's grab the van. You know what? To be honest, if I lose Waldenhof and Eschen, I'm not actually that cut up about it. In all honesty, it does mean leaving unless we swap. Maybe the hang on.
Time for talk is over. Make your demands.
I was hoping you'd want a peace treaty with me. Okay. Okay, Flensburg. You are surplus based. Oh, actually. Let's get defences here while we rush back to bot Ungrim while Vlad puts himself back together again. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Darkness comes.
Honestly, don't send a man to do a woman's job, eh? Fucking hell. I mean, what was good against the dwarves? Nothing really. I mean, the Slayers just trounced us. Wasn't even fucking close. See, the problem is the Vargeists are very good, like, cycle charging. They're good when they can break a unit by charging into them. The problem with the dwarves is they just don't break. They don't ever run away. You just have to kill every last one of the little beardy wankers. Oh, I hate them so much. Okay. I guess the Volgolf is reasonable. The Black Coach was trash. The Mortis engine is always good. Okay, let's start with something like that, I guess. I mean, at least we'll have the money coming in. That's something. I could do increased mobility. Might be quite nice to actually have you in the single ladies army just to increase mobility. Just so Isabella can zip around the campaign map, throwing her single ladies wherever we need them. Okay, Ungrim is raiding. There's also another dwarf army. Yeah, this is why we need Isabella over here, because... Right, now we're safe. Isabella's here. Don't know what they're going to do about it. As soon as we can get more vampires in that army, we will get them. I'm going to put you in this army as well. Let's get rid of... I mean, the zombies. Who needs fucking zombies? Zombies are worse than not having any zombies. In all honesty. Okay, let's...
I thirst.
I think we're going to bring you over here to try and fend off any attacks from the Empire. We're a little bit out on a limb there. At least the Empire's way easier to kill than the fucking dwarves. So there is that. Do I want the Mortis engine or do I want a whole... I mean, I guess I could fill up with the slightly cheaper undead units, which probably makes more sense. Stuff like that, you know, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. And now we've got Isabella here. I know the poll said send Isabella west, but she's the only one that can deal with this little beardy problem. I was really hoping Ashag would deal with this for us, but it turns out that we're just... I mean, you know, a woman's work is never done, is it? Okay, settlement besieged. Is it, though? I'm going to take the money, thanks. Okay, right, Ungrim. This is round 2. Isabella Boogaloo. There's vengeance for hubby Vlad, as Isabella and her lady friends going to kick the shit out of Ungrim. Where is the beardy little twat? There he is. There he is. Running around with a big axe. Screw you. Right, okay, here we go. The rest of the... I haven't even brought the rest of the army. Don't care. Don't need them. Do not need them. Going to be cutting up the... Now, of course, until these take 50% damage, they will not lose any entities, which is a bit of a problem. A little bit of a problem there. Also, for some reason, the single ladies seem to be all over the place. I think it's because I put them in a group, and for some reason, sometimes the group attacks go a bit weird. So, I didn't tell them to chase after Ungrim, they just did. Took a little bit of fire there, plus these giant slayers actually doing quite a lot of damage. It's a bit of an issue. So we need to bring everyone... And it looks like most of the army is actually going to chase after our forces over there. And I'm like, well, I'd prefer you all to blob up on me, to be honest. But I guess if you want to do that, that's fine. That's fine. Now, of course, dwarves are magically resistant. So any magic we use against them is going to be less effective. Fortunately, Wind of Death is super fucking effective against literally everything. Eat shit. Nice. Okay, so that has completely annihilated how many dwarves? 255. Fair enough. I'll do it. Also, reducing a lot of the health of the giant slayers below 50%, and therefore a lot of them drop dead. So that's good. So far, so good. And with that Wind of Death, large segments of the dwarf army go, what the fuck just happened? And turn around to come back to help their poor beleaguered brethren. Not all of them though, because some giant slayers are still heading our way. Fortunately, we've got this entire army here, which I'm just like, oh, don't just you can probably destroy 3 units of giant slayers in Ungrim, can't you? Can't you? Probably, maybe. Little Glumbull pendulum in the background there, and more dwarf warriors piling in. That's it, boys. Cluster up nice and close. We're taking a little bit of fire there, which is unwelcome. That's a slight problem we need to deal with. Okay, so far, so good. We've got a nice big blob around us, and of course, we have lots of arcane conduits, of power stones, wands of jets. Basically, we have winds of magic out the wazoo. I didn't count how much Winds of Magic, but I reckon we had we had over 400 Winds of Magic at one point, because I dropped a lot of heals, a lot of pendulums. I did a lot of stuff, and then of course we still have arcane conduits to bring the Winds of Magic back up and the recharge rate and all that kind of good stuff. So that's fine. In fact, I don't think arcane conduit increases Winds of Magic, does it? I think it just increases. Or does it? Does it for a short time? I can't remember. Doesn't matter anyway. So we're a little bit surrounded at the moment. Lots of dwarves hanging around, and we're being shot up as well, and that's unwelcome. So we're going to drop a little heal on ourselves. Yeah, see, missile units are the main issue we're going to have. Against an army like the Lizardmen, we should be laughing, at least until, 18 Carnosaurs turn up. Meanwhile, our forces are probably able to deal with three units of Giant Slayers, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest. Citation needed. I guess we'll have to see. More pendulums doing some damage to those quarrelers. See the arcane conduits popping up. Fighting back to back, cutting our way through them slowly. And more of them piling in. It seems like the missile units just get closer and closer if they can't shoot at me, so that actually works out quite nicely for me. I'm okay with that. Now, dwarves are one of the worst armies to face for us because all of them are just so fucking tanky. They've got a lot of missile units, they're very, very tanky. Basically, it's just annoying. They also got a lot of infantry, and to be honest, it's better to face a lot of cavalry, because cavalry, I mean, once they've charged into you, and they're not going to do a lot of damage because, you're a character, they're not really going to, they're just easy to kill. So, infantry's blobs of infantry are fun, because obviously you can win to death the fuckers, and that minces them, and that's always fun, because it's nice to see the jam. But, how's that? Yeah, it looks like they're still struggling to kill 3 units of Giant Slayers. In comes another Wind of Death. Should be pretty good. And yep, entrails everywhere, and the dwarves are not super happy about losing that many. And you can see already the balance of power falls firmly in our favour, leaving a big old pile of dead dwarves behind, as the vast majority of the dwarf army decides to fucking leg it. Look at the big pile of dead bodies. Fun. Okay, meanwhile, we have... yes, this entire army is, I'm fairly sure, capable of dealing... to be honest, I haven't really paid much attention to what's going on here. I was just like, just attack them. That's fine. So, leaving most of Ungrim's dwarf forces behind, the single ladies now concentrate on their main quarry, which of course is Ungrim Iron Fist. I do like a big pile of bodies. It's a big old pile of bodies. I don't know if Ungrim's actually taken any damage. He does regenerate. Why does he regenerate? There's some reason he regenerates. I can't remember what it is. Hang on, what have we got here? He's got the Seed of Rebirth. That's why. That's why he's got the bloody Seed of Rebirth. That's the worst thing for him to have. Bloody Ungrim with fucking with regeneration. Down with that shenanigans. Holy balls. Right, okay. So we're charging in. And we need to... If we kill Ungrim, then basically the rest of his army should fall like a deck of cards. Checkmates. Well, I say that, but the rest of his army is Giant Slayers, so of course they will fight until the very last, but at least our army can concentrate on dealing with them, queuing up like they're waiting for a football game. Meanwhile, Ungrim has got bats in his face, and also now lady bats in his face. I don't know what that meant. We're going to concentrate on him, try and take him down. And there we go, we're bopping him hard. His health is going down, but he's regenerating very, very quickly. I wish these bats would fuck off, because it's very difficult to see what's going on. They're all flapping around. Here we go. Right, he's down to... He's taken big lumps of damage. Lady Gaga is kicking the shit out of him. At least Sylvana has turned up. And then lots of ladies turn up from behind. Ungrim then decides to take his frustrations out on a bat. Fuck you. And then someone kicks him in the back of the head. And he's down. Ungrim is down. The single ladies are victorious. And the rest of the dwarves, oh, they're all dead. Now that's more like it. Let's take the cash. Let's take the cash. Oh, we've got more melee attack for Isabella, plus magic resistance and missile resistance, which is quite useful. And of course we can go and mother chuffing bop 'em. And take more money. Does that... No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we've got Talisman of Endurance as well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. What can we get here? I'm going to get rid of those zombies because they're slow and annoying. So we'll do something like that. And we don't... You know what? Lightning... Actually, do we need Lightning Strike? Really? Because, I mean... Surely we just, like, get everyone to blob around us and then mince the motherfuckers. So do we need to worry about... I don't think we need to. I'd just go Blade Shield, I guess. Yeah, I like that. Pigeon Plucker Pendant, garbage. Talisman Endurance, that's more like it. Lady Gaga, you're going to get Dark Benediction, which gives... I guess we only need one person with that. I doubt it stacks. I doubt it. I mean, if it does stack, that's amazing, but let's find out. Let's get... If we get 2 stacks, if we get 16 leadership from Dark Benediction, then we know it stacks. In which case, if we give all of our vampire ladies Dark Benediction, effectively they'll be unbreakable. I mean, obviously if army losses take effect, then they will break. But until then, they will be very, very tough to make sad, because of course undead don't break. They just become very sad. Let's continue to get further there. And we're also going to go further there. Perfect. Oh. And Silver, I do need to give you a better name. I do need to give you a better... have a bloody blade. And more defense, I think, is probably sensible for you. You can't heal yourself like our other ladies, can you? It's a bit of a problem. Never mind. We'll worry about that in a bit. Where's our necromancer man? Did he die? What happened to him? What was he doing? Hang on. Dolph. Where the fuck's Dolph? Oh, he's hiding. Dolph, don't hide. Don't be like it, Dolph. What are you up to, mate? Can we actually... Because I could do with some blood kisses. Oh, don't we have enough... No, you just don't have a good enough chance. Oh, Dolph, you're so shit. 32% chance. Don't die this time. Okay, you didn't die. You didn't succeed, but you didn't die. So it's something. It's not much, but it's something. Okay, if we skedaddle over here, I'm going to lay... You know what? I suspect that if we get spotted, and that's a high at the top... In fact, do we just... I mean, plus 15 winds of magic isn't really that useful. Let's lay an ambush and see what happens. Let's just do that. I mean, that seems fine. I'm going to save my pennies for the moment, because we can get the Forbidden Library, which gives us another 350 income, and we can get that next turn if we just save our pennies. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to save my pennies for one turn. Is there any big pile of dead bodies here? No, unfortunate. So we're going to have to stay in Castle Drakenhof to make sure that that we can recruit our units, but I want to get that Forbidden Library first before we do anything else. Oh look, they attacked. What a surprise. How the fuck are you back already? Okay, well, fine. The door's like, we're going to link up with the reinforcements and attack all at the same time. And I'm like, no, fuck you, dwarves. Fuck you. I'm going to attack you before you're ready. Yes, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate dwarves. Oh, they're such beardy little shits. They're almost worse than elves. I don't mean that. Anyway, so... So we've got almost 3,000 dwarves v the single ladies. I mean, let's face it, we've got some other units as well, but it's basically the single ladies. I mean, I wouldn't even count our ghouls to take out a unit of quarrelers, let alone, say, some fucking longbeards or dwarf warriors or shit. Jesus. Holy balls, no. So far so good, as we catch some of the quarrelers off guard and bop them. The rest of the army quickly repositions itself to come back on us, and of course, leading the charge is fucking Ungrim. Where is he? Where is he? There he is, a little wanker. Look at him. Look at him. Anyway. Just a lot of low-level growling. Some of our single ladies are a little bit wounded, but we can heal us up. But it does mean that, obviously, we will then have a lower regeneration cap, which is a problem for us. But it's not an insurmountable one. We can do this. With some really good winds of death, this can be accomplished. I fucking hope, because that's a lot of slayers. It's a lot of slayers, there's a lot of dwarves, they're all piling on. However, this position here, I mean, that's a big long line of dwarves, isn't it? That's a nice big long line of dwarves, and that kind of thing, that's the kind of thing a Wind of Death was made for. That's it. Cuddle in, cuddle up close, and let me Wind of Death the fucking lot of you. Oh, look at them all clustered up. Can almost taste the delicious chunky raspberry jam. Any more of you? I don't know where the fuck you guys are going. Apparently they've decided to just like wander off. I think they're trying to flank me, but I mean, that doesn't really work. That's it. Oh, look at this. Yes. Yes. I mean, this needs to really be done in slow motion just to get the real effect as they explode into jam. Look at it. Smashing through them, sending them flying. The huge plume of red exploding off behind, heads and arms and legs flying off. And then some more dwarves getting in the way as well. That was a mistake, wasn't it, guys? Holy shit, just exploding into jam behind. Oh. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's the stuff. I did. Did you? I did. So Isabella von Carstein's up to 535 kills. And the dwarf lead has dropped. They've lost 800 dwarves so far. I mean, I don't know how many dwarves like our other units have killed, but it's not going to be that fucking many. Okay, so far so good. I mean, these giant slayers are still very much all alive, thanks to the fact they haven't lost 50% health. But there we go. Now they're starting to lose members, and they should start to lose members pretty quickly, because I think a Wind of Death just ran straight through them. So there we go. More slayers joining the fight, coming in from behind. Apparently another Wind of Death coming in there. This is going to be very nice as well. Carving through them. Oh, look at this. Just the giblets everywhere. It's like that scene from The Shining when the elevator doors open, isn't it? It's like... Ah. Feels good. I mean, unless you're a dwarf, of course, because how many doors they have left? About half. About half. That's going to be a pendulum. Doesn't really do enough damage. I probably should have saved that Winds of Magic for more Winds of Death, to be honest. Isabella is up to 820 kills so far.
Only manlings could create such unliving beasts.
Rude. I mean, true, but rude. Okay, so the rest of our army is, well, gone, basically. Very quickly, rapidly disintegrating. But we have done a lot of damage. Now, what I'm more concerned about is this. So all these missile units hanging back is a major problem for us. We're also taking a lot of damage considering, because Ungrim's in here somewhere, and he can concentrate all of his hits on us, which is not particular. No, stop hitting us, Ungrim. I need to kill Ungrim. If I can kill Ungrim, then I might be okay. The fact the stunty little prick turned back... I mean, I guess that's his... he's got a trait, isn't he, that he regenerates really quickly. Still, wasn't that like last turn? I'm fairly sure. Okay, more Wind of Death. More Wind of Death. More Wind of Death. More Wind of Death. Oh, it's just. Oh, look straight. Oh, yes. Oh, the little tidal wave of jam. Oh, it feels so good. Splat. Okay, where's Isabella? Can we check Isabella? Where is she? She's there somewhere. I can't fucking find her. There she is. 1,252 kills. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, the dwarves have lost... What's that? Almost 2,000? And most of that is just Isabella. I mean, look, so many dead bodies. So many dead bodies. More and more Arcane Conduit popping. Ungrim is... I mean, the fact he's got that Seed of Rebirth is an absolute sodding nightmare because... I mean, the worst thing you want... I mean, the last thing you want him to do is regenerate. He's bad enough as it is. Regenerating Ungrim... Ugh. Ugh. Just the worst. More and more Slayers piling in. What's left of the dwarf forces. My Winds of Magic is running low now, and unfortunately, Amy Winehouse not very happy. We are going to get yet another Wind of Death, which is going to come careering through the centre of the line. My plan is, if we can clear out some of these dwarves, then we might be able to just concentrate on Ungrim and take him down. Kasplats. Killing even more of the buggers. They're down to almost less than 800 now. And if we can find Isabella, we can find out how many kills she's got. It's going to be quite a lot. Almost 1,500. Almost 1,500 dwarves have been minced by Isabella von Carstein alone. Which is just friggin' amazing. Oh, so good. So good. Leadership is starting to drop, though. It's we are a little bit surrounded. I mean, the balance of power is fairly stable, but our Winds of Magic running out. Regeneration, you can see. Little cap there on some of the regeneration. Adele. Is that Adele? Who's this? Oh, it's the Giant Slayers. The Giant Slayers are slowly going down. There's only how many left? There's one left with 7 health. Just kill him. Ungrim is still there. We need to concentrate on him. Try and take him down. He's just been regenerating this entire time. Absolute. Oh, just. He won't die. Not necromancers, vampires. Come on, ladies. No, you. So many fucking dwarf bodies. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay, they're starting to rout. A lot of these dwarf... I mean, we've had to basically wipe them out, but they are starting to fall back. That means we can concentrate on Ungrim, finally. Although it does mean that these missile units can start opening fire on us, and we have no Winds of Magic left. So we're concentrating attacks on Ungrim. Come on, come on, come on. We got him. He's down. He's under 300. Like, he's just over 300. We got. Uh-oh. Someone just got sad and died. I think it was Adele. Ungrim's almost down. If we can kill Ungrim, then I'm hoping that he's holding most of the balance of power, and if we can just kill him, if the rest of the units fall back, we should be okay. It's very, very close, though. We've got no more Wind of Death. It's literally down to... Yes! Ungrim is down! Ungrim is down, but it didn't shift the balance of power any. Some units are falling back, but it means these guns and quarrelers can concentrate fire on us. And we don't have anything. Most of our vampires are badly wounded. Oh dear. Oh no, Dell's there. We need to charge the missile units. But It's just not gonna. Oh no! It's so fucking close. No, everyone's get. Oh, they're all gonna get sad. We killed so many fucking dwarves. Oh, that. Oh. Wank tits. Oh, this. Oh, but we killed so many. A little fireball there from Isabella's like a fuck you, but it's not going to be enough. Our vampires are going to get sad and just drop dead of their own accord. No, I killed so many of the fuckers. Oh, so many died. I don't really want to have to fight that. I mean, I can, and I can probably win. Can I just... Okay, short answer to that. No, because we lost all of our single ladies. So I'm going to have to fight it, despite the fact that... I was hoping I could auto-resolve this, because we can actually heal ourselves up. So, although our vampire lady started off with fairly low health, we've already gone up to, well, almost maximum, because they all have their own, like, self-heal. Isabella doesn't, but she can then cast Invocation of the Heck on herself. So, we're going to start by sucking off a bunch of dwarves. Because, well, why not? Now, it doesn't actually kill any, but it does badly wound pretty much all of them, which means then, of course, the vampire ladies come in and start murdering them left, right, and centre. Bitch, I've got an entire fucking chapter with my name on it. We may have lost the first battle, but this one is very much in our favour, despite what the dwarves think. I mean, if it took 3,000 dwarves and Ungrim fucking Iron Fist to defeat all of the single ladies, then we're one down. You're going to need more than 2k, to be honest, of badly wounded dwarves. Now, Ungrim's probably going to be back next fucking turn, so the last thing I want is to give them time to actually heal up. Get the fuck out of here. That's it. There we go. Okay, now the rest of my army I don't really care about. They can all die. Don't give a shit. They're not that important. There are some dwarf... Oh god, the dwarf lords are such annoying... It's so hard to kill. Like, give me an Empire General. They're squishy. They explode at the drop of a hat. You look at them funny and their head just explodes. Get them, ladies. That runesmith gonna have a bad time. They do have reinforcements heading this way. There's not many of them though. I mean, it says, I guess 1,864 would have been like their entire army had it been fully healed, but of course they lost most of them. So actually, it wasn't even 2,000 dwarves; it was far less. They think they can take me on with a handful of badly wounded dwarf warriors. They are so wrong. If anything, we're in a better position than we were before this battle started. It's basically a pick-me-up. And we've killed a lot of fucking dwarves. I would not be surprised if the dwarves are now quite a low power ranking, because we killed quite a lot of them. Admittedly, they did confederate Ungrim, and I think Ungrim had a couple of armies, so that probably did help. But if Grimgor is attacking from the south, and we're taking out their northern armies, we might not have to worry about the dwarves. My main concern was the dwarves. We might not actually have to worry about them too much. We're taking a little bit of fire, as there's some bloody quarrelers heading this way. We need to deal with them. But I'm going to be honest, that's not really a major concern for me. Just to finish off these dwarf warriors. There's some dwarf warriors coming this way. Charging down the hill towards us, which is a massive fucking mistake. There's only 151 of them left. That's just lunchtime. I've got so much Winds of Magic, I could literally just Wind of Death them just for funsies. I'm not going to bother though, they're not worth it. So we hack through the last of their melee units. Their missile units are looking a little bit unhappy about it. We have lost some. I say we've lost some of the undead units that we started off with, but they're just garnish. They're that, you know, the salady shit you get with your kebab on a Saturday night. You know, the stuff you chuck out, you don't need it. It's just not worth the effort. So there we go. Quarrelers are now starting to waver, and they are now breaking. There we go. Army losses taking effect. They're out of here. This army should be a quick follow-up and kill, and we might even be able to go straight on to Caracadrin, depending on the garrison. Thanks for the top-up, guys! I'll take the money, thanks. Oh, Isabella's gore-drenched. I mean, I'm not massively surprised. My victims will be drenched in their own blood, drowning in crimson gore, I swear it. Holy shit. If you are in range of the... Now, who did we lose? Okay, we lost Adele. We only lost Adele, which actually, considering, I think was pretty good. Obviously, we lost... we also lost Sylvana, but, I mean, I'm not as bothered about that.
Yes,
so, one of our single ladies is wounded, but, I mean, we did manage to wipe out huge numbers of dwarves. So actually, despite losing a battle, I feel like actually we kind of won it. Terror actually could be quite useful. I feel like the dwarves may have managed to beat us in battle, but they lost so much doing it that we actually came out of that better off when they tried to follow us up. So there we go. I have no idea if Dark Benediction works. I literally cannot tell. I'm assuming it doesn't stack, because otherwise that just seems like it would be a bit overpowered. I really should get more missile resistance. Okay. Now, I could... What's the garrison here? I mean, that garrison is pitiful, isn't it? No, realistically.
I'll not shame my clan.
So... Right.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Now, I think... Let's check on the dwarves. They are strength rank 11. However, I'm going to... Now, the dwarves are usually quite high up on the strength rankings. The fact they've dropped down to 11 suggests that what we just did there is take them down a peg or two. My guess is most of their armies must be in the north for some fucking reason. Which means it might... Now, haven't met the orcs, but Grimgor might be doing some stuff. Actually, where is... Are you at war with... You are at war with Grimgor's Ardboys, which means Grimgor's Ardboys are probably the red faction here. That could also be Wurzag as well. It's hard to tell. This could be Krokgar, which could also be a problem for us. Where's the Empire? Have we met them? They are currently strength rank 82. Okay, so they've got 6 settlements though. But they're strength rank 82, so they must have lost some armies. That's interesting. Who the fuck are they fighting?
Who calls?
They're fighting Talabecland, Midland, and Nordland. Okay, I guess that's a mood. Fair enough. Good. Right, okay, so I guess it makes sense to follow up and take Caracadrin, or at least raise it. But we need some more blood kisses, don't we?
I will not betray you.
Well, you better bloody not. I mean, we've killed a lot of dwarves, but
Your wish, master.
just steal the tech. Oh god, Dolph, you're the fucking worst, mate. Honest to God, what are you good at? Anything? You failed every single time I've sent you to do something. You are legitimately a terrible necromancer. Just the worst. Okay, do we want to get this? Because we could replace our Banshee. Having the extra movement range did seem like a good idea. Or we can go to the Forbidden Library. Can we do both? Yes, well, yeah, we can. Or we could. Spirit... I mean, that gives us slightly more money, but it's not an awful lot. Okay, well, there's the poll. Do we get a Forbidden Library or a Spirit Well? We've got a plot of lands. Do we want to build a library and then forbid anyone from going anywhere near it? Or do we want to build a big old well and stick some ghosts down it? Why are we doing these things? Fuck knows. I don't know. I mean, libraries... Yeah, of course, you have to build libraries and then close them due to austerity. But, I mean, why would we stuff ghosts down a well? And how do we even do that? Do we just build a well and chuck some orphans in it? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, okay, so Forbidden Library or Spirit Well. We're going for it. We're fucking going. I probably should have recruited some more lads, but fuck it, who needs them? I've got all the single ladies, but that is going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.